Hello everyone, Dylan with the HD Perspective here. I got the Snapon 3/8 cordless ratchet and the Milwaukee 3/8 ratchet. Gonna do a little comparison. First off, this Milwaukee, I've had it now for 2 years and I've used it for pretty heavy use. It kind of gave out on me after 2 years. Well, it still works, as you can see, but it kind of stinks when you use it, and it smells really bad, like electrical burning, so I think I burned the motor out. The things that I like about it is it's got this lock here so you can lock the trigger off. Also, the light stays on for a few seconds after you're done pulling the trigger. It's got a small head, which is nice for fitting in tight areas. It's actually a little bit smaller, actually quite a bit smaller than the Snap-on ratchet. And yeah, so the form factor is really nice. Some things that I didn't like about it, over time this here was really hard to turn. Sometimes you even need to get a pair of pliers to turn it. See, like it can't reverse the direction, and sometimes if you fiddle with it, you can you can get the switch right. But I've tried soaking the head in oil. Sometimes it helps. I've taken it apart, cleaned it up, and it helps for a little while, but it just goes back to the way it always is. It also has a battery gauge on the side here, which I like. You know, there. As far as power is concerned, like there's definitely, it's not like nut busting power or anything. It's not an impact, but for getting in those tight spots, it works perfect. If you got a whole bunch of bolts to run in, that's what it's for. Like something like 3/8 bolts around there. Any more higher, and you know, it's not really made for that, I don't think. I also like, you know, the form of the battery, the shape of the battery, how it fits in there, and you know, it fits along the profile of the ratchet. Then the Snap-on I got to replace the Milwaukee when it kind of gave out. It was quite a bit more expensive, about twice the price. I believe this was around $400 and this is somewhere around $200. Some things I don't like about the Snap-on is the light. As soon as you let go of the trigger, it turns off. Of course, you know, the head is quite a bit bigger than the Milwaukee. And the battery sticks out past the handle, which can get in the way. But what I do like about it is it's got, I'd say, a fair amount more power. It's hard to say how much just from using it. It does have a battery gauge on the side, so just this little light here, you can see it's green, so the battery's good. Orange is, you know, halfway used up, and then red, it's time to charge. And it also come with 2 batteries, which the Milwaukee did not come with. I ended up having to buy a second battery for the Milwaukee just so I could continue using it while the battery charged. Both have, I'd say, about similar charge times. I haven't really charged them side by side to see or like put a timer on it, because I got better things to do than just stand there and watch the battery charge and see when it finally, the last light stops blinking. This also feels like a lot more of a solid tool as far as like the ratcheting mechanism goes. You know, it's a lot tighter. You can feel it's got quite a bit more torque. This one doesn't have anything, but this thing, like if you're not holding on to it, it kind of jumps. It's got that much more power. Also, there's a grease fitting in the head on the ratchet, so hopefully the ratchet end will last longer. Just so you can see how it manually ratchets. This tool, you have a lot more confidence when you're manually breaking something free. Like, there's no flex in the tool, I don't find. Like, you know, it's tight here. I think the ratchet itself is maybe a little bit more coarse than the Milwaukee, but like there's a lot more play in the head on this one. Maybe it's a little finer, it's hard to say. I think it is. Oh, the other thing is, what I like about the Snap-on, this button here, it's a lot easier to feather the control on it. So you can go slow or go fast. You can feather it somewhat with the Milwaukee too, but you got to push it down quite a bit, and then there's not a big difference between turning slow and full speed. I can show you a little bit of the power difference between the two ratchets. Like this one, it's fairly easy for me to hold the socket without it turning. Oof, that smells really bad. And this one, for comparison, I mean, I can hold it for sure. I can stop it, but you can tell it's putting out a lot more force. So hopefully the Snap-on ratchet, because it costs twice as much, will last twice as long. I'm thinking it will, but we'll see. Like, I've only had this one for a few months now, so you can see there's a little bit of wear on the sides, and quite a bit of wear on this one, but I mean, it's over 2 years old now, so to be expected. Anyways, if you like this review, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you in the next video.